Jaclyn Hill has taken to her TikTok expressing that she feels like she's not getting the views that she used to, and everybody has something to say about this topic. Hi, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you are back, welcome back. My name is Staci. I feature unfiltered makeup opinions, and I am that journalistic marketing lens on the makeup space. And today we're going to be talking about this very controversial topic of Jaclyn Hill and her take on what's going on with her views and the TikTok algorithm and feeling like she's in creator jail. Now, if you guys are unfamiliar with who Jaclyn Hill is one of those OG beauty YouTubers. She was known for starting in the YouTube space as a makeup guru. She had one of the first ever makeup collaborations. She did a collaboration with Becca Cosmetics, who is no longer technically in business. And she's also known for a lot of her controversies around the Morphe stuff, around the Becca stuff, around a lot of the Jaclyn Hill cosmetics things. I have another video about that as well, and definitely check the eye or the description box down below so you guys can go check out those videos as well. At one point in time, I followed her. I'm not gonna lie, I followed her. Since then, I have unfollowed her because of all of the things that have gone on with her, and we'll get into that later in this video. But I wanna watch the video first. What Jaclyn has to say, honestly, thoughts, opinions about what she is saying in her video. So the first one she actually posted, and she was saying in her video just about views being down and everything, and then she posted a follow-up to that video as well.
I want to talk about something that I feel like maybe is a little controversial, maybe not, but I feel like no one really talks about it on social media. At least I don't see this conversation being had. But
okay, I also am encouraging you to grab your coffee because this is going to be a really good chat. I'm thinking about bringing back live chats for makeup news and stuff, so leave me a comment down below if you want to see that as well. But grab your coffee because now we're going to be reacting. Mine is a mocha, so I put cocoa powder in it. Yeah.
I think about this every day, and this is coming from an old school beauty content creator. I started on YouTube 14 years ago. That is insane. I have been here for every single era, consistently uploading, downloading every new platform, watch the birth of TikTok. You know, I remember when
I think it's kind of funny that she mentions that she watched the birth of TikTok when literally all of us watched the birth of TikTok, because TikTok is not really an old platform. YouTube is an older platform, Instagram is an older platform, Facebook is really old, and MySpace exists, but it's not there anymore. It is, but it isn't. But I thought it was kind of funny that she's like, oh, I watched the birth of TikTok. Honey, everybody watched the birth of TikTok.
Instagram became a thing. I was already on YouTube when Instagram became a thing, and I downloaded Instagram, and it was this new app, and we were posting the square photos. I've been here for all of it, and I feel like we're in such a weird place on social media as content creators where I am fighting. I feel like I am trying to run through mud to connect with my followers at this point. I feel like there are so many.
So she has over 1 million subscribers, followers, whatever you want to call it, over on TikTok. On YouTube, she has about that many, over 1 million. So she definitely has a wide audience. And for her to say that she doesn't feel like she's connecting with them, you have 1 million people that are watching you, that are subscribed to you. I find that very interesting that she's not connecting, or so she claims, with her audience anymore.
Bots, and I feel like these apps are now controlling who views my videos, and I feel like I get punished and penalized for not showing up and creating all the time, in the sense of I took off, I didn't post a TikTok I think for a week and a half, 2 weeks maybe. Sorry, shit, life happens. I've been doing this for 14 years. Maybe I'm
okay. So she's saying here that she has taken time off and she feels like the TikTok algorithm technically punishes her for it, which, I mean, in an essence, if you look at it from a marketing standpoint, you aren't necessarily punished, but the algorithm has to relearn what content that you were producing, because it thrives on consistency and consistent content. So I'm a makeup beauty YouTuber, and that is what I talk about, is beauty YouTube. I have 90% of my channel that is dedicated to beauty YouTube, whether it be reaction videos, unfiltered videos. It's all centered around makeup and YouTube, makeup on YouTube. But if I were to stop posting consistently, the algorithm has to relearn what I am posting. So it isn't necessarily that they're putting you in jail more or less, but you aren't being consistent on the platform. And these platforms, specifically TikTok, it rewards you for consistency, just like YouTube does. So yes, if you aren't posting consistently, technically it's not going to reach as many people because the algorithm has to relearn what you're posting.
I'm put in like this TikTok jail where my views are complete shit. No one is seeing, like, it's one thing if my engagement is shit, like maybe my views are high, but my comments are low and the likes are low. It's like, okay, so my audience wasn't feeling the vibes of this video. That's fine. But I'm talking like when you have 1 million followers, but your videos are only getting 30,000 views, this is just not the way it used to be. Like when I started, it was so organic. Like you subscribed to the people that you liked, you opened up those apps, or you got a notification on your phone saying so-and-so just posted a video, you go, you engage with it. And like, it was that simple.
One thing that I'm really noticing here is that she's describing how the YouTube algorithm really used to thrive on subscribers and viewership. And it's actually changed to more of an engagement algorithm. And it really seems like she doesn't understand the fact that these algorithms have changed over the years and that they are more on an engagement focused algorithm. Also, if you guys haven't already, make sure that you like this video and leave me a comment down below because we like engagement on these videos and I want to have a conversation with you guys in the comments. But she's complaining about the fact that, you know, it used to be more organic. It used to focus on more subscribers and views, and that's how you got your reach. And nowadays it's on engagement. And honestly, to me, I think that the algorithm works better when it thrives on engagement. I've been saying this for a long time that YouTube has needed to change the way that it has its like partnership program, the way that it promotes videos, because there are really small creators out there who have had some videos that go completely viral, but they technically don't get paid for it, even though they have like millions of views and tons of engagement on those videos. And TikTok has recently like influenced a lot of these algorithms to start changing to be more like that, engagement focused. And it's like she hasn't really grasped the fact that engagement, whether good or bad, it actually pushes your video content. It pushes your content out. And that's even if it's video, that is if it is a Facebook post, an Instagram post, a reel. Facebook, Meta, YouTube, all these algorithms thrive on engagement. And it's like she's not grasping that concept. I also feel like when people started back in 2013, 2014, the YouTube algorithm really didn't understand what kind of algorithm it was going to be. And I feel like it was just a game of chance that somebody went viral. They didn't really learn about the algorithm, the way that it worked. It was just something like, I'm posting a video and it's going to be random and it might go viral, it might not, but there was no science, there was no analytics behind it at the time that these people started getting really, really big. And I think that's another gap that's happening with some of these influencers who are kind of falling off, is that they don't grasp that there is an algorithm and you need to keep up with the algorithm.
Now it's like, I put videos out there and sometimes I just feel like I'm talking to myself. I'm like, where is my audience? And it's just, I feel like my audience.
So she feels like she's just talking to herself, and that also kind of makes me wonder what kind of content she's putting out now. Like I said, I used to follow Jaclyn Hill. I don't follow her anymore because she just got too salesy. She would only post a YouTube video when it was like, oh, I'm launching a brand, or I have a collab, or I'm trying to sell you something. I immediately unfollowed her. Like I could not watch her anymore after she was producing content like that and that she was just releasing on the YouTube space. I didn't know she was on TikTok, honestly. I mean, I should have known because she's an influencer, but like, I did not know she was on TikTok. So I was like, okay, you're on TikTok now, and now she's having this little rant.
Like my audience is really on Instagram stories. Like my girls are there for me on Instagram stories. Like I really know who I'm talking to over there, but I miss the days of knowing who I'm posting my content for. And I'm just like,
where I go back to, like, are you looking at your analytics? Are you seeing who your demographic is, who you are posting for? One thing that I really want to point out is that in Instagram stories, that is really geared toward people who follow you. It's not, I mean, it is kind of algorithm based, but it's not really algorithm based. It's definitely for people who really tune into you and they just want to see like the inner workings of everyday life. Like stories is a snapshot into things that are working for you. And it feels like she's really catering toward that type of thing where like she doesn't know who her audience is. She doesn't know what kind of content to be posting. Her everyday stuff on stories is what people are interested in. So that should give her a little bit of a clue too, you know, relatable content.
And I'm just like, how do like these new creators grow at this point? Like, do the new creators out there, do you guys feel like you're connecting with an audience, or do you just feel like you're kind of throwing your videos out into cyberspace and like hoping that it's gonna stick? Like, I don't know. And like my comments, like I'll post a video and within 10 seconds, I'll get like 15 comments and they're all slightly the same. And I'm like, okay, so like these are like bot comments, like these aren't really my.
She's like also complaining that she believes that there are a lot of bots out there. So typically when you have a bot, they will post like salesy things on your posts and you can actually report them and get them taken off. That is something that you can do. And while we are seeing a lot of bots and scams on the platform, honestly, like is she looking to see if these are like people who comment on her stuff like all the time? Because that could be it too. Maybe everybody has the same thing to say. That can be a thing too. It isn't just a bot. It could be a number of things. And I think the fact that she's like attributing it to a bot is very interesting because there's a lot of other creators who are not seeing that. If it is triggering bots, what is she posting that's triggering the bots?
Aren't really my followers. Like, I don't care about that. I'm at the point in my life and in my career where like I only want to post for my girls, like the ones that I've built this relationship and this trust with. But like,
so the thing is, she wants to post for her people, she wants to post for her audience, but she doesn't know who her audience is. She doesn't know what they want. She needs to like look at her analytics. She needs to look at the things that she's created and see what is getting the most engagement and what is really like thriving with her audience.
TikTok isn't even showing my stuff to those people. So I'm like, I don't know. It's like these apps control who sees our stuff, and like the audience that we worked hard to build isn't even ours. It's owned by these apps, and we just have to like hope and pray that after posting our content, these apps are going to choose to show our content to our audience who chose to follow us in the first place. I'm just so confused, and I don't see a lot of people having this conversation. This will probably put me in TikTok jail for like the next 6 months. So if you see me, hi, I love you and I miss you, and that's it.
So I think the biggest thing to take away from this is that she is very disconnected from her audience, and she's complaining about the fact that her videos aren't getting a lot of views. She has 1 million followers on her TikTok. She hasn't been posting consistently. Like if you go back to her TikTok, so her TikTok is actually Jack Attack, which I also think is interesting because she's branded herself for a very, very, very long time as Jaclyn Hill. So that could be another reason why people don't realize it is her. They're not engaging. Like they do see her face, but it's hard to find her. That's a whole other thing. Like if you're going to have many platforms, try to be under the same name or a very similar name as what you are on all of your social media platforms. So Jaclyn Hill currently stands at 1.2 million followers on TikTok. That video got 3.3 million views. And I'm going to tell you why it got so many views, because it has so many comments telling her why people aren't engaging on her videos, why people aren't viewing her videos. And then she has another video that she posted in response to this one, 3 million views, because it got a lot of engagement as well. And if you go back and you look at all of her views, you can actually just see like she's complaining about having videos that have 450,000 views on them. People aren't seeing her content. This sounds very disconnected from my personal view because I am a small creator, so people don't see my content as much as what they do. But she's complaining about a video getting 340,000 views. I would kill for viewership like that. A lot of content creators would kill for viewership like that. Another thing that she really needs to understand is that some content is going to resonate and other content is not going to resonate. And that's why you're going to see views like that, especially if she has no idea what she should be posting. So if you actually just go through her entire TikTok, she had some
Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer, can't live without. Hung Van Gogh, we need more shades because this bronzer is insane. Not technically a bronzer, but the Victoria Beckham nose contours. Oh,
So she's going through her bronzer collection in this video, and you can see that she's actually just pulling out ones and giving like quick speed reviews. People want stuff like that. That's why people started following her. And this, I can see why it got so many views. It got 903.2 thousand views, so almost 1 million views. The next one, she's going through her blushes, and she almost got 1 million views on that one. And then you take a look, and you know what I do without the girls that always make room for me. Adult friendships where you can lay around and do nothing together are the most important ones. While I understand this, and this is like a Thanksgiving thing, this really isn't something that resonates with her audience. She got 7,562 hearts on this video and 560,000 views. So people really aren't interested in that kind of thing. She also has like this really extravagant dinner that she posted. People aren't really interested in that kind of thing either. Like, we are in an age where a lot of people are struggling, and that's something that they commented on in her video, was that we're struggling. We don't want to see your hauls. We don't want to see your extravagant lifestyle. We want to see relatable content. So somebody wrote, I'm so sick of the buy mentality. Teach me something. Educate me. That is what I want. It had 114 comments. It says, I wish I could like this more. Jaclyn Hill, please create more tutorials. It's what you built this empire off of, and it's what your followers want. Less overconsumption and more education. Honestly, I hear that from creators all the time. From other creators, they're saying that their audience is wanting tutorials. They are wanting education. They are wanting to be told what is good to buy and what is not good to buy. They want that marketing journalistic lens on the beauty space, like what you get at this channel. And that is what people are craving now. They don't want the buy mentality. They want the de-influenced mentality. They want the save your money mentality. Do you need to shop on Black Friday mentality? Do you need to shop the Sephora sale mentality? And really giving you a good weigh-in on these types of topics. And Jaclyn is just showcasing her extravagant lifestyle, and she's not being relatable. Saying, I'm burnt out from posting Sephora hauls and get readies with me to employed people is insane. Now, this is a job. I get it. Like, being a content creator, it is a job. It comes with more than just creating content. Typically, somebody of her stature who has this many followers probably, I would think, have a team behind her who is like, hopefully looking at her analytics, who is like, oh, you should create this kind of content, and you have a video editor, you probably have a social media manager, you have probably a lawyer or a legal team who's looking at your contracts. So it is more than just posting content to make money. I'm not gonna lie, like, I understand that. But when people can't even pay their rent, when people can't even afford the things that she's influencing, they're getting pretty sick of it. So one wrote, I can't connect to a $10,000 purse or shoe haul when $10,000 would pay off all my loans and change my life. I can relate to that one. That would definitely help for me to have $10,000 to pay down my mortgage. Somebody wrote, babe, that sweatshirt is $140. That's my entire weekly grocery budget that we can afford for our entire family. That is another thing. She is actually a little bit older than me. So a lot of her audience that started with her as teens and young adults, they are now married, they have families. Their financial structure is completely different. Like, I am 36 years old. I am married. I have 2 kids. My financial structure is completely different. I'm a small business owner. I do digital marketing as my actual business. And people saying, like, you know, you're spending $140 on a sweatshirt and trying to influence me to buy it. I have a family to feed. Ads, sponsored content, and TikTok shop ads ruining your TikTok experience. So people are getting sick of the salesy, sales pitchy, buy this, buy that mentality, and I don't blame them. And it's something that Jaclyn has really thrived on for a while now, and that's why I unsubscribed from her. So let's go back and look at the reaction video that she posted.
Hi, so I posted a TikTok yesterday, and in this TikTok I was talking about just being a content creator for the last 14 years and how I've watched these apps just change, and how I really feel like TikTok specifically punishes you for not posting.
Okay, so one thing that we really have to understand is that they're going to change, and she needs to understand that as a content creator. Like, that's all a part of social media. It's constantly changing.
And then if you don't post a video for a week or two, they put you like in TikTok jail, is like what I consider it, and they don't show your content to your audience. And the comment section has taken such a turn, and I'm listening. Like, I've been laying here in bed for the last 30 minutes reading these comments, because when I first posted the video yesterday, the comment section kind of went a different direction. And at first I was like, wait, no, that's not what I'm talking about. Like, I'm not talking about like my content. I'm talking about the app. But now there's like, I think 2,000 comments. And I'm like, okay, my ears are open. I'm listening. I'm reading your comments. You guys are saying that like you're sick of the influencer era. You're sick of the you're sick of the luxury. And so my question to you guys is like, what is it that you want to see? Like, I started this 14 years ago.
It's funny because she talks about like, what is it that you want to see? But in those comments, they literally told her what they want to see is relatability. They don't want luxury content. They don't want beauty hauls. They want relatability. So like those videos where she's like dumping out her collection, she's like, oh, this one's good. This one's good. This one's good. People want to see stuff like that because these are products that are like viral all over the place. Jaclyn, you have the money to be able to de-influence or influence some of these things just solely based on your expertise and your experience. And you're not even doing that. You're just flaunting your wealth. And it needs to be products that are relatable and within the realm of affordability, not luxury products that nobody can afford.
When I was literally on food stamps, broke as hell, I had no clue that you could make a dime.
Okay, so this is another thing she's going back to, like, I started when I was on food stamps and like all that kind of stuff. Honey, like, everybody starts from somewhere and we grow to something bigger. And at this point, I feel like she's just trying to make us like feel sorry for her. And that's why she's telling this story. And I don't in one way at all feel sorry for her at this point, because she's been doing this for 14 years and she should know that the algorithm changes, content changes, people's views change, and she hasn't changed. I should apologize. She has changed, but not for the better. Flaunting your wealth is not for the better.
You could make a dime doing social media. I genuinely started it for the love of it. I just loved beauty. I loved talking beauty. I loved recommendations. I loved teaching beauty. I just loved the community with other women. Like, I worked at MAC Cosmetics at the time, and
So she loved creating content for beauty. She loved teaching beauty. She loved the community. So you need to relate to that again, and you need to show that passion for that again instead of flaunting a very unrealistic lifestyle.
freaking loved my job. I loved it. I still have dreams that I work at MAC. Like, I loved it. I love just like talking about beauty products with other people. I love it. Anyways, with that being said, like,
So honestly, what she needs to do with her content is become more relatable again and not be a salesperson trying to make a buck. Like, she needs to actually sit down and reevaluate where she's coming from. If she liked having those conversations with people at the MAC counter, treat your camera, Jaclyn, like your MAC counter and have a conversation with the people, the millions of people that are viewing you, and have a legit conversation about what it is you are trying to teach them. Not sell them, but teach them. And that's what I hope I bring to you guys in my channel, is the fact that, like, I love to engage with you guys. I love talking to you guys. I love expressing my marketing journalistic lens on things like this and sharing what my opinion is on this, or sharing what my opinion is on, you know, should we buy things during Black Friday? Should we shop the Sephora sale? Should we save our money? Should we spend our money? What's really worth it? And that's the thing that I dive into. And that's something that I really like to focus on in my personal channel, is that I'm giving you guys the unfiltered journalistic lens at the beauty space and breaking down the marketing, breaking down what they're trying to do, and giving you guys like the 411 on what's going on in the makeup space. What does Jaclyn need to do? She needs to be relatable in her videos. She needs to sit down, reevaluate what she's doing, go back to tutorials. TikTok is blowing up with tutorials right now because that is what people crave. And the TikTok algorithm really craves those kind of interactions. And don't just do it for the shop sales, do it for the love of makeup. So thanks guys for coming to my TED Talk today and reacting to the Jaclyn Hill video and what I personally think she should do, and like just my take on this entire thing. I do have an unfiltered opinion about the end of the influencer era, and that is a video that I'm working on, that I'm currently scripting. So if you guys want to see that, leave me a comment down below, and I hope I get to see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe.